I'm here with Paige Olson, the Engaged Creative Play Expert. This video is part of the series on why libraries are still relevant in our modern society. Paige, we were talking earlier about some of these book series that various authors have created for children. Let's touch on that in this video.
Right, and you know, growing up, Hardy Boys and Bobbsey Twins and Nancy Drew,
Tom Swift,
yeah. Cherry Ames. I mean, we can go on and on. A great Miss Pigglewiggle, a great series of books, some of them with many more books than others. Yeah. Some very short series, some long series. So the question is do these books still have play value? Especially since a child doesn't usually read them for themselves until they're a little bit older. And first of all, I don't think we need to wait for a child to read them for themselves to get true enjoyment value out of the book. I remember spending hours reading to my kids because I enjoyed the books as much as they did, and it gave us an opportunity to spend time together in a fun activity, enjoying each other's company, having conversations, being silly, whatever. And so these book series don't need to be don't wait, because if the child loves it, they'll come back when they can read, and they'll read it again for themselves. So enjoy them. And so what's so neat about them? Well, this particular series, The Boxcar Children, was a series of books, was one of the many that my children just loved. And what's so unique and cool about them is these books introduce so many different things while the children are solving a mystery. But in this particular one, they go and they stay in a lighthouse. So now my children are interested in lighthouses and where are they, and we went to visit one, and how do they work, and why are they important, and storms and wind. They also talked about building a campfire on the beach and all the safety about campfire. They talked about being in a little town. And so again, it led to a lot of other activities and play that the child can now ask questions about and engage in. So in that way, they're really cool. But I also want to share with you something that this particular author was written about. Her name's Gertrude Warner. And she said in creating this particular set of books, she never thought of them really as mystery books. She thought of them as independence and resourcefulness, devoted to using up and making do. And so these were adventures, but these were adventures that these four children took together. But she also promoted making do and using whatever was around you. And that's, again, for a child who wants to play, that's really cool. And if you look back over, the Hardy Boys did the same thing. They're always fixing things and making do. And Nancy Drew and all these books. And so it's, again, read them, enjoy them, share with your kids, and don't wait till they get too old where they're doing it themselves and the joy of what the book can provide is partially lost.
Yeah, and that goes back to what we were speaking of earlier in one of the earlier videos, that's part of what we are slowly losing in our society, right. Which is the children are not being trained by having time to have creative play to be able to solve problems, to be able to deconstruct problems and come up with creative solutions for them. Right. This is sort of a full circle where they get that demonstrated to them in right. Some of these well-written children's books.
Well-written series books, exactly.
Yeah. That's great.